Hello, beautiful ladies. Karen McCoy here, and welcome to our Over 40 Fit and Lean Lifestyle Podcast. Today, we're going to be looking at cheat meals. Should you not? Well, we're going to chat. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so what exactly is a cheat meal? The way I use it and I see it, a cheat meal is basically time off the clock. So if a client has been really diligent in her calories and her portions and all of her macros are good and she's on a weight loss journey, then a cheat meal is just a break. It's a break where we say, go on out, have a meal, enjoy, and fill your boots. Because what it does is it just gives a little bit of a break when you're constantly managing your food. And that's usually what happens when women first come and work with us, is that we have to get their metabolism back into homeostasis, which is just a fancy word for balance. And in order to do that, we need structure and strategy in meals, timings, portions, and macros. And that has to be in place for a certain amount of weeks. Once that's in place and we can see if weight loss is her goal, and we can see the scale, or better yet, the body fat percentage, which is what we prefer, moving down, then we will apply either up to maintenance or a little bit above with a cheat meal. So a cheat meal is just basically where we say, go out, have fun with your partner, with your family, go out and have your burger, have your dessert, have your glass of wine. And what I usually start with is one meal a week, because I don't believe in the cheat day, because what I see is that there's too much emotional baggage in many clients around food still. And so the day just kind of throws it all out and they go back into that diet mentality, back into that overconsumption of thoughts in their brains around food, the very thing that we're trying to move them through when we're managing and changing their belief systems, right? So the cheat meal is a great place because it still has discipline around it. So if somebody isn't losing weight, but they're still in that place in their brain, again, we can say, sure, go on out. But here's the deal, guys. A cheat meal is very effective when you're diligent through the week. And so this is really important that you're really honest with your coach, because if you're not diligent, then you're having little cheats every day. And then that usually is what delays the weight loss and what isn't changing the belief system and the thoughts around food, because that's really what we do in our coaching. The first thing we do is we rewire the brain. We get rid of those self-sabotaging, getting to know them, getting rid, and then replacing them with healthy ones. That takes a little bit of time, but you've got to nurture that soil, right? And then the training and the food plan will take root because the foundation is in place. So that's really important. Then a cheat meal will be a tool that there is more discipline and commitment around, because we've already created that foundation in the mindset, right? So mindset first, guys, and then strategy follows, and then the strategy sticks. So with a cheat meal, I would say that if you really have been diligent and you're doing well and you just want to have time off the clock, or you just want to have time with your spouse or your family and not be thinking about it, or it's just weighing so much in you, which again is something that we move through in my coaching, to not let that stay as a way of living, then the cheat meal is really effective. And it just allows you just to take a breath. It allows your body too just to take a breath, so that it doesn't ruin anything. But again, it really depends on the personality of the woman too. If she is diligent and she's forward with all the information when you do check-ins and whatnot, then a cheat meal is very effective. But there are some women that we work with that I say at the beginning, just close the barn door, Katie, just close the barn door, and there's no slippage. And again, it depends on the personality and where she's coming from. This is where you've got to meet the client where she's at, right? Because if it creates turmoil, if it's going to create something that is going to put her into a head spin again around diet or food or weight loss or whatever that's negative, it's not going to work. So for some women, you got to close the door right away. Right. And then for other women that have already a sense of discipline around it and they're not so much in the fear cycle, then you can employ the cheat meal. So again, mostly it depends on the personality of the woman, and that you have to come to know as a coach. That's why that coaching relationship is so, so important at the get-go. And then it also depends on where her body's at, what kind of goals you're looking for, what kind of weight loss, what's the structure around food and timing. So cheat meal gets used a lot for people that are just like, oh, it's Friday, I'm going for a cheat meal. No, you're not. You're just going for burgers and fries and wine, and it's okay. Just call it what it is. But a cheat meal is usually when you're working with a coach who knows how to employ them, and it's in a structure. Even cheats have to be structured. I hope that helps, guys. Okay, ciao for now.